Hello, good morning. My name is Ifeyemi Andrew, and welcome to the conversation this morning on the show. Today, we are going to do a follow-up to what happened over the weekend in Ahoada East. You're aware that the police have said it is going to investigating still the attack on the sole administrator of Ahoada East local government area. Good luck in Acho. Well, if you look at the statement from the police spokesperson, it revealed some suspects that they think are involved in the incident that occurred on Friday. A group of youths from the community stormed the secretariat and beat up the administrator. Now, the police statement said that, according to the police statement, they say the group was led by the chief security officer of the local government, Hector, Ekeakita. This morning, Mr. Hector would be joining us on the show to share with us his own position and view and let us hear his own side of the story. Mr. Hector, good morning and thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Andrew.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
So let's start first by asking you to give us an idea. Did you lead youths to the council secretariat to beat up the administrator? Because the allegation is that you did, among with other people, and that's what the police report is saying. So I'm asking you, did you do that? Were you there?
My brother, I never led any youth to go and attack the council, neither or the council boss.
So you were not there? You did not have a conversation with anybody? You did not know that was going to happen?
No. The authentication of this matter. Hello?
Yes, go on, please.
Yes, the authentication of this matter has to do with the sole administrator of the area was having a dialogue. I don't know what transfer between him and the political appointee in his office. So when I heard the noise, I have to go there to hear the noise. And he asked me to shut down the door. By that time, I didn't hear anything beating or whatever, or any video or whatever. I was just in my office right now, begin to have the noise going high, which I have to run for my own life. Me and the chief of staff.
Okay.
So, and from the noise which I heard, and he asked me to shut down the door. There were a debate of short paying them and not paying some people, and also that he has paid some people. Hello.
Yes. Hold on. Let's take it step by step. So you were at work. Okay. You're saying you were at the secretariat at work in your office?
Yes, sir.
And then you heard the noise. You heard the conversations in the office of the chair of the administrator. And you went in.
Yes, sir.
And when you went in, he told you to shut the door.
Yes, is not my...
Okay.
That is handling it.
Okay. Then you said that you heard him talking about not paying people. The people that came, are they working for the council? Did you recognize them? Because if you are saying payment, it meant that these people were workers for the council.
They are political appointees.
The youths.
Political appointees that he has not paid.
In his office are political appointees.
Yes. Because they were saying, you have not paid me, you have not done this. I said, so when I opened the door, I saw them, they were debating. So I have to shut down since you have told me to shut down the door, I have to do so because you don't have to disobey your boss.
Okay. So as a CSO, when things were escalating, what did you do to try to maintain the situation? At least your responsibility also would involve ensuring that the administrator is safe. So is it that you didn't have your team people that were around at work, something to de-escalate the situation as this chief security officer in that council? Isn't that within your jurisdiction?
Okay, my brother, to be sincere with you, I was handicapped because the sole administrator of the AGA have disbanded or have discharged all security attached to him, best known to him. He even discommunicates the security brought by the DPU to secure the chairman's lodge. I can tell you in confidence, you can go and confirm from the DPU, there is a text there, say, DPU, disconnect your man, I don't need any security from me, I don't need anything around me. Even me, the CSO of the AGA, ask him, our wage bill to pay local security to be around me, it is 7.1 million. Ask him, he paid 3 million. He asked him to manage it. So how would I manage resources? Security is very, very paramount. And I've been advising my boss. He doesn't take advice from me. Neither does he take from the DPO or the DSS or the civil defense and the army in the AGA. He doesn't. He takes everything to himself that no problem, nothing will happen. This, that. But we know that in the Nigeria we are today, anything can happen. Somebody can quarrel you. But as a sole administrator, nobody's supposed to even shout on you. I have done that. And wherever you don't give all these people their this thing, the things they needed to use and work, or their little stipends, you deny them. That was why even when I tried to reach the police, I couldn't. The line was not going through. So you can look at the kind of situation we find ourselves. That's why when you ask me to shut, I have to do it. I'm going off you, but when the noise not generated, I have to run for my life.
So when the noise got intensified, did you try to go back and maybe look at what exactly is happening?
No, if you hear me, no, I didn't go because I have to run for my life and also go and meet other security agencies, boss, other security heads in the AGA to tell them, please do what is.
So when you ran, where did you go to and what did you do when you ran because of the noise you heard?
When I ran, the first place I went to was the DSS and the police. But I went to the DSS and I started telling the man, the DSS director, that this is what happened, that there is a lot of noise in the AGA. Please, I need you to give me assistance.
And what did he say?
He said, no problem, that he's going to respond. So we are there before the sole administrator came to meet DPU. So that is what happened.
Oh, okay. And we need to get, so you were at the DSS office and then the sole administrator came to meet you guys there.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And when he came there, what was the situation? What was discussed? What did they say?
Because I was not with him there in the police, but I was opposite because the police station and the DSS office is just opposite.
Okay,
adjacent.
He came to see the police, not the DSS. He came to the police office. You had the DSS
not the
office.
DSS, the police.
Okay.
The police.
So how come now the police has your name as one of the people who is said to have led people to go attack him? Because from what you've narrated, well, it doesn't tally with what the police report is saying. How would you now justify that?
Yes, that is where I don't know where the CP gathered his own news or his own report. Because my boss, even when the thing came on your radio station, my boss said nobody touched him. And my boss also said that the area is cool and calm.
He said nobody touched him. I would disagree to some degree because I spoke with him that day of the incident.
In your news, Andrew, you feel me? In your news, my boss said nobody touched him. Check your news.
No, I need to get this right because we had the news on, and in the news he said his phone was even taken. He was beaten.
The one I and my boss counter each other, whether if he said they touched him or that I touched him. In the medical report, in the station or medical report, he never mentioned that I attacked him.
Because the narrative is that you brought people to the council. From your story, it's sounding as though you were already at work in the council and then the people came there. Okay, so you said you went to the DSS and the police is opposite, close to the distance is adjacent to the DSS office. Did you also go to the police?
I also went to the police, but after I left the police to tell them that where is DPU, that this is what's happening in the council road, I'm hearing a lot of noise, let them come. I also moved to DSS.
Oh, okay.
So that's what I did.
So why is the police dead? Why? How can you explain the police saying that you led people to the council? Because the report is they're investigating, and what they're saying now is, let me just be more specific. So the police spokesperson said the incident that occurred last Friday, all right, said the statement was that the group was led by you and the chief of staff to the sole administrator.
That is what I'm not saying now. Me that is in the office, did I lead the group? Was I moving with the group down to his office? Was I moving with the group down to my office that day? Or was the group behind me in a ghost form down to the council that nobody will see? Okay, let's look at it this way. If I led a group, I think the sole administrator, AGA, would have seen me from his own office, because anything you do within the council, you will see you first. I think he would have put call to the security agency to come to his aid that I'm leading a squad to manhandle him or whatever. So let's just look at it this way, because he is the head and he sees everything that happens within the vicinity. He would have called, even if the police or anything, the line is not, he would have sent 1 or 2 persons to sneak out and make a report. He's so-called alleged.
The chief of staff is involved in this. You had to run for your life. The chief of staff with you, or you guys?
We went together. We never transition. We the council have to run around and say there. So have to run separately.
President to scamper, including on the floor, and a group of men around him, some hitting him with cutlass and beating him with cutlass, flogging him with the cutlass. And then they were asking him to sign. Did you hear before it got to that point? Was there anything you heard that suggested that was the argument? Because, I mean, signing that does not mean anything. And secondly, one would wonder why people who would want to come do that would then make a video and put out. It begins to raise a lot of questions. So from what you heard and what you've seen in the council so far, is there anything you can point to say could be why this is happening?
My brother, if you hear me, if you look at those videos very well, I don't know whether if it was being emanated from AI. You know, the AI can generate anything, and it could be from the aspect of the people of Simplify, which he has been dealing with codedly. So, I don't know the source of that video. I never know whether if somebody that want to go and ask somebody to resign will put up a video and tell you to do this, so that it will not look this thing, it will not look so mature. So the video could be emanated from any angle, just to hyper the situation. So to me, I never saw video. When I went there, they were shouting. I shut down the door. He said, "You go." I go, and I never went back.
All right.
And when the thing was much, I had to run for my dealer. So even as he was even mingling with opposition party or whatever, lodging them in a hotel, giving them
you say opposition political party. He doesn't belong to any political party because he did not come via political party. He was just appointed administrator. So what? Why would it be of concern if he relates with any individual, regardless of their political party? After the break, though, we'll take a short break. When we come back, we'll take some more from you, and then we'll go on to take a few questions from the listener. Good morning.
No problem.
Nigerian, for the conversation continues.
Get gold, Nigeria Limited.
Good morning, 92.3 Nigeria Info. The conversation continues. Get back onto my guest, the CSO for Ahoada East Local Government, Mr. Hector Ekeakita, will be joining us again on the show. Mr. Hector, good morning. Thank you for joining us again. Hello, Mr. Hector. Can you hear me? Okay. Thank you for joining us again.
Thank you, sir.
All right. We'll just go straight to the phone lines first. We'll take a few calls. I'm sure the listener has several questions they'd like to ask, and then we'll get their response. You can answer some of them. There are those who are questioning your story. So let me start with Thank God Ability. Thank God Ability says, top of the morning, who wrote the resignation letter for the sole administrator to sign? That's the question. It says, River CP, someone CSO, others. Okay, the main question is who wrote the resignation letter for the sole administrator to sign? That's one. The shocking part of it for me is even bringing the letter and then doing a video and then beating the man to sign it. That alone would not prove anything, because anything he does in that moment would not make sense. So why even do all of that? I think there's a lot of questions that we need to ask. This one says, the CSO claiming that why a video is forced resignation, they did it out of pride, and somebody along the line mistakenly posted it. Mistakenly? Putting excess salt in rice can be seen as mistake. Loading a full video online that's about how many minutes long, you'd have to wait for it to load. Well, this one says the CSO should be sacked and arrested for questioning the CSO. Whether you are paid well or not, you are the CSO. Nobody can access the sole administrator without your approval, and you're expected to protect council staff and property. You have questions to answer. You be a fine man. Well, that said, but if there's also the place that the administrator gave an instruction, allow these people come, the CSO would allow them. Let's also, so it's both ways. The phone numbers to call are 0817-923-0007. You can also call 0817-923-0002. Good morning, presenter. The CSO from his statement has just confirmed that the sole administrator was beaten because of his involvement in the Simplify movement. Watch out, nothing will happen to the youths. No, we don't know that beat up the sole administrator. We don't know about that. We don't know about whether... And let's be clear, my guest did not authoritatively say it was a Simplified movement. He said it could be. So let's pay attention to the words carefully. So you don't say, Nigeria Info said no. My guest hinted that it is possible that this could be one of the reasons. And then again, we'd also have to wait for the police report to come out. And then we'll confirm whether, from their investigation, what they were able to find out. Please tell us your name, where you're calling from, and then let's hear you. Good morning. All right, we lost that call. Hello, good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, once again, the very distinguished Ifemi.
All right, good morning. Please, let's hear you. It's very simple, the question. If you must have seen it on Facebook. If you haven't...
Yes, it's very simple, the question.
Yes.
Because we know ourselves within the confines of our community. And as an appointed CSO, whether should paid or not should paid, he also has a right to resign, to continue his job or not. Because he has made an allegation, as he rightly say, that he is rationalizing with some simplified movement, and that is the reason why. Can he mention one person as a CSO? Can he mention one simplified member he can finger or he's seen around that vicinity? Because one thing is to make allegation, another thing is to bring up a substantiated proof to back up your claim. Because all this is shenanigans. For me, I think what is happening is because he is not bringing the money for them to share. It's as simple as ABC. There is nothing like a misappropriation of funds. If we are talking about misappropriation, since they come on board, it's over 2 months now. We can mention one project as a CSO his boss has initiated. Thank you.
All right, thank you. Isn't that I'm confused? You said nothing like misappropriation of funds, but at the same time, you are saying let's question where the money went to in the past couple of months, in the past 2 months to be precise. Good morning. Nigeria Info.
Good morning.
Yes.
Yes, let me greet your guest.
What's your name first?
My name is J.A.J. and I'm calling you from Port Harcourt now.
Okay, J.A.J. Mr. Hector, I'm sure you can hear J.A.J.
Andrew.
It's not coming up, please.
Go on, J.A.J.
Can you hear me? Yes. He talked about some youths. Those youths, are they related to EFCC? Are they related to any security agencies and all those put together? And the youth came with presidential letter in their hands and maybe document shirts in their trousers. And at the end of the day, you said you came, and I don't know if you have seen that video, because you also said that before anybody enters the council premise, that the chairman has already seen them. And at the end of the day, you also complained that you don't know where video came from. That video, I have watched it over 10 times, and your name was repeatedly mentioned in that video, especially when they were flogging the sole administrator with machetes. I don't get at all. So people came into council to beat up your boss, and you could not do anything other than running away for your life. But for now, when the other person, True Baba, was holding sway in that area, you were one person that come on air to say you are ready to lose your life as a result of defending your people. Now they have given you position. All you could do is to save the same life you were ready to lose before. I want to put it to you, even though I'm not a lawyer, that you orchestrated everything that happened to the administrator. The same thing that happened in a shade, that nothing happened. You people are also thinking that nothing will happen. It will not be my business anyway. Thank you very much.
All right, JJ, thank you very much. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, it's me, Andrew.
All right, good morning to you.
Permit me to greet my brother. Ekeakita. My name is Robin Mada, the farmer. When the news broke, I was shocked. I congratulate the chairman if he has resigned, but I know there's a pressing issue. Story will emerge, and that is where we are now. I have a problem here, Andrew. Why is Nigerian police always quick to make conclusions without investigating? Later, they admitted. I condemn the act by those youths in the council. No reasonable person will condone or will applaud for such action. However, the police should not be too quick to conclude once issues like this come up. You cannot leave a pick and choose. It's wrong. Nigerian police should be steadfast to investigate before they talk to us in the public.
All right, Robin. Thank you. Let me go to my guest quickly. We don't have a lot of time. We are winding down. Mr. Hector, you heard some of the callers, but one particular question to respond to. Many have said it's almost impossible for you to say that. So they came and you were there and you didn't do anything whatsoever to try to defend your boss, or in fact, for the sake of your office that you occupy. And what is the political talk? Because you had hinted that it is possible that the affiliation of the administrator with simplified members could also be why this is happening. Can you elaborate on that, please?
Okay, thank you, Ifemi. I say that because that was what I had behind the closed door when I was shutting the door. That you people, you have paid some simplified people, you have not paid us, and I have to go. And a point of correction, I was hearing people saying that before any person can see the chairman, it will pass through me. It is not so. There is a division of labor. There is what we call division of labor in the secretariat or in any governance. For area of security, which I hold, before you can go and see the chairman, we have the protocol and we have the chief of staff. And we have another officer, executive officer, before you could see the chairman. I am not the person that will meet first before you can go and see the chairman. Not even the chief of staff. You will meet the chief protocol before they will not take you to the reserve room. That's the resting room before you can see the chairman. So any person saying that I was because before they can see the chairman, they will pass through me. No, they don't. I only go for operation. And my good friend, JJ, yes, during the time of Baku, I said, yes, I would sacrifice my life and do all the rest. But from the police report, police said, the sole administrator said it is 30 boys. How can I overpower people when my boss have already asked me to go? And I hear noise, and then I will still go, even to the extent I have to run, everybody run away, then I should stay. So if now today, in the area of the security, which I'm doing, all this while, I'm doing, and no person paying me, and you can confirm from the security in the council, the security heads in the AG. So my boss gives me 10,000, 5,000 to go for operation, which I rescue. This okay, you can remember the story that the police said they went for the remnant of 2 Babas boys. I did. I personally went for that operation. How much did the administrator give me? Nothing. The DPO contributed 30,000. I contributed for 50,000 for them to transfer the generator and other things that we recover from those. Listen, I did that operation since May, and the police came in this month and gave people the news. Did I cry? Did I kill myself? I manage myself the way it is, and I don't need to kill myself. I've been doing it, and I've been doing it. But when the power of a multitude overpower you, you cannot go and do that. So if somebody, I heard that somebody was saying that they were screaming my name, good and fine. They may be screaming my name maybe for me to come for a help. So why would that not be something that they would not say, okay, because they were screaming your name, so you are supposed to have rescued them? I went to the police, since I know that only me cannot fight, even in time of 2 Baba.
So when you went to the police, did the police mobilize and follow you back to the scene?
The police were preparing to come and move to the council before I was in the DSS compound when I saw my boss inside the police station going to meet the DPO. So what did I do then?
All right, Mr. Hector, that's how much we can take. Thank you very much. We're already out of time. We'll continue to follow. Have you made any contact with the police, perhaps, to explain yourself?
I have not, because I'm going some other treatment, because that day I fell down. So I'm going on that treatment. I think maybe from now, maybe we'll get in touch with the CP.
All right.
So that we can see how, after my treatment, I'm going to respond to the questioning.
All right, Hector. Thank you very much and have a great day. My name is Ifeami Andrew. That's how much we can take. Good morning. Hello, Port Harcourt comes with Jude immediately after the commercial. Stay with us.